Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Looky there. Looky there.
What up?
How we doing, man? We're back for another regular work week. It is Monday. Running behind.
You feel like you're behind?
I feel I'm on time, but I'm hurried.
What happened? You left a little late?
It's Monday. No, Monday sneaks up on you. I just couldn't get out of bed. You know, my lady was out all last week.
What day she get
she's
back?
Home.
Oh, Saturday, right?
She's home. Yeah. So hard to get out of bed today. It's nice and warm. So I had to take a shower. You don't shower every morning.
Yeah,
do
I do now.
We talked about your shower habits.
I try to walk in the morning, so I have to.
Oh, okay. You get a little sweat going.
Yeah, I try. I have no choice.
My sinuses.
If I go for a walk, I have to. I'm not gonna come in here like that.
I shower every day.
I shower if I work out.
She gives me shit because she's like, "How many showers do you need a week?" I'm like, "Well, my sinuses. I just feel better on the show. Like if we didn't have a show, I'm cool with not taking a shower that day. I take a shower because I just feel shitty."
Yeah, like yesterday I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I didn't.
That's why I keep this good skin glowing. You can't put that hard water on your
I'm
face
telling you,
every
white
day.
boy's hair dries out if you take too many showers. Like I can go in there and take a shower, but not wash my hair. Okay, this is stupid already.
Yeah.
How and do you what kind of conditioner do you use on your beard?
Well, I do have beard balm. I use Jamaican black seed oil.
Jamaican black seed oil. I think there was a stripper I met one time called Jamaican black seed oil.
Right near the beach.
All right, I'm sorry. How are we doing? It's
How's
in the building.
everybody
What's going
doing?
on?
Thank you to
It's a new
everybody that
week.
came out Friday.
Yeah,
by the
thank
way.
y'all, man. Thank you. It is in the building from the Slackers Studio, 5 locations in and around this wonderful town of ours. Appreciate everybody that did come out Friday. I'm not a big partier these days in my life. I'm just getting older, but I apologize. I
You had the
I
twins.
left earlier than I wanted to.
Yeah, but it wasn't your fault. It was your
And I
last day with your
appreciate
twins.
that. I appreciate that. How did it go after I left? I stayed till like 7:45.
I stayed till 9:30, and I went to the car and went to sleep and let everybody else party.
Wait, at 9:30,
I tapped
you went
out.
to the car?
Yes,
Why didn't you just go home?
because then my party, I wasn't gonna go Uber without my wife.
Oh, she was still in
So
there.
I went into my brother-in-law's car, waited till they finished, then we Ubered.
So Anna's
to-
like, go ahead and go to sleep.
yeah,
She stayed
I
in
went- yeah,
rather
she
than
stayed
just
for
go
a little
home.
bit because we had people showing up.
Yeah.
For some of her family showed up. I was like,
cool.
I'm done.
That's
I
cool.
don't know what time LG left. LG left, went home, dropped off equipment, came back. What time did you end up leaving, LG?
Probably like 8:45.
Oh, okay.
9,
So
maybe.
yeah, I stayed till. So yeah, thank you to everybody that came
Yeah,
out.
thank y'all, man. That was great. Sorry I had to leave a little early. Took a few pictures, slapped a few butts, and got out of there. Because I had a very early morning
What
wake-up
time did the
call.
twins' flight leave?
10 a.m., but they were
So-
flying alone, and they flew out of Austin.
So you had to get them there by 8.
I had to get to Austin, make sure that I got
How
them
does that
through the
work when
thing.
they're flying alone? Do they let you go
They
through
let me go to the
TSA
gate.
with them?
Mhm. They give you a special pass.
What do you have to be under? 16, 17? Like how do you
Well,
get that
it depends
pass?
on the airline.
Oh.
So Hawaiian Airlines, the cutoff is 12. If you're an unaccompanied minor until 18. You can't fly without an adult until you're 12. But they just turned 12, so they can fly alone. But so the way it works is, of course, it's all about trying to get money.
Right.
If I could have, like when I dropped the kids off at the airport, if I'd have given Hawaiian Airlines an additional $100, they would have somebody escort my kids through security to the gate, make sure they got in their seat. Or I don't pay $100 and they give me a special pass and I walk them to the gate.
Oh, I'll walk you to the gate. I give
Of
you
course,
$100 for
like
that.
that
And
shit.
they, you know your kids. You know your kids
$100.
can handle it.
Yeah, it was dumb. So we got through. It was fine. We were on time. Timing worked out good, but they flew out of Austin because Hawaiian Airlines flies direct. I didn't want them connecting. That's too complicated.
No.
Then I would have had to have paid the airline money to escort my kids.
To the next flight.
So we drove to Austin, flew them out of Bergstrom, and got them off on their way. So I had to get up at 5:30 Saturday morning to get all this done. Make sure we got up there in time. So if you saw a middle-aged man sobbing at Gate 6
Was
at
that you?
Bergstrom Airlines,
You started crying. You broke down.
the guy in the Pearl Jam shirt, that would have been me.
Oh.
They started crying, and I was like, oh, guys, it's fine. It's all good. I'll see you in October. The plan right now is to see him again in October. We're good, But, they were sad.
Yeah.
They had not been
To
here in San
see the
Antonio
family,
in
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And had 2 weeks here, so they just didn't want to go yet.
2 weeks.
So we had tears, and I kept it together until I saw him disappear onto the catwalk. And then I just lost my shit.
Are you crying?
And that was I didn't
Understandable.
I didn't see it coming. And so Hawaiian Airlines, this dude comes over. He was like, "That was really sweet. Are you okay?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm fine." And it was weird because post 9/11, you don't get to go to the gate unless you're flying.
Right.
And so here I am at the gate looking at the plane. I'm watching the plane back out and just start taking off. And I've watched all the way to the plane. Now, you have to stay to the plane backs away from the gate
Oh, that's
when
the
you have
rule.
kids on the plane.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Because what if a kid gets sick, panics, there's mechanical
got you,
issues.
got
You
you.
can't leave the airport
until that
until
flight
they
is
go.
gone. Got you.
And so I was forced to stay there and watch the plane back out. And I just lost my shit in the airport. So if you saw some dude crying at Bergstrom at Gate 6 Saturday, that was me. Yeah. So they're off to Hawaii. They've got school in 2 weeks, so they need to get back ready.
Yeah, it's
for
about
school.
that time.
It's about that time. Thank you, Jason Garcia. 1999. Happy birthday to Rudy from Portland, Oregon.
Thank you, JG.
What's up, man? Thank you, man.
He's a
Anyway,
Boeing.
all
He's a
that to
Boeing
say-
guy.
All that. He's a Boeing guy?
Yeah.
They were once a mighty company. A mighty company. Boeing's who used to make the space shuttles and all that
Well,
shit.
that 1999 is from Boeing, so we good.
No. Oh, he works for Boeing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, he knows how we feel. It ain't our fault. Boeing created this bad
Yeah.
news. What was the old saying? If it ain't Boeing, I ain't going.
Yeah.
And look what that mighty company's turned into. But they'll recover.
No, good
So
times Friday night.
Kids are gone, back normal. Got to get ready for school, and so happy that Slackers once again had us out. Another good turnout. Even when I was there, like during the show, it went really well. I thought our show went good, and Slackers, as always, provides awesome hospitality. So thank you to Slackers. 5 locations in this area, including the one on Nacogdoches where me and Rudy celebrated his birthday on Friday. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you to
time. Great
Slackers.
time.
All right. So what's next with Slackers? If we
It'll probably be an August
the
thing.
way those guys plan, I figure we've already
probably
talked
be an
about it.
August thing.
August. Okay.
Once a month. Once a month, try to get out there. Maybe
All right.
it'll be something college football related. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Hit us
Figure
up.
it out.
Hit us up. Ruben Pacheco, morning from Orlando, Florida. Flying back home and listening to ITB while waiting for my flight. Love you hard. Love you too, Pacheco. Orlando is a big hub, I guess. Lots of
Yeah.
people have to fly through there when they go to the East Coast. Nina flew to Orlando from Mexico just to come back to Texas.
That's strange.
But see, she was in the Yucatan. So Mexico is shaped like a scorpion tail.
Oh,
so
okay.
it
Well, it
kind
kinda
of whips
makes
way
sense.
out that way. It's only 2 hours. Actually, it was an hour and a half from Cancun to Orlando. Is only an hour and a half. You don't think about that, but that's like
it doesn't make
starting
sense.
in Mexico. The landmass starts heading east, like Buenos Aires, is lined up. I think with like New York City. You think of South America being straight below us. It's not. It's off to the right. Anyway, whatever. So back to normal. Monday's here. Let's kick some ass, shall we? What's in the news today, fellas? What is in the news today? I mean,
You
we can
tell
throw
me-
a dart
You
at the
tell
board
me
at this
what's
point.
in the news.
Well, the Cowboys are in the news.
That's where you want to start? All right, let's start there.
Oh,
So,
but let's just get this out of the way real quickly because training camp starts next week. And the
is
Dallas,
it already next week?
yeah, the Dallas Morning News reports this morning that Cowboys All-Pro wide receiver CeeDee Lamb will hold out without a contract, but if he's not done by next week. And the sidebar to that report this morning is that the Cowboys have decided to make CeeDee Lamb's contract priority over Dak's.
Well, because Dak has already got his generational wealth
Dak
deal.
has promised them he will not hold out. He's been to all
If
the
I'm
OTAs
his agent,
and
I don't know if
everything.
I like that, but okay.
Yeah. He hasn't missed anything. He's been to all the OTAs, went to the mini camp, and Dak is, unless he decides to go Zach Martin and on the day of camp,
that's what you call a leader. Let's give Dak some props for that.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Let's give Dak some props for that. Look, man, the last two greats that we've seen, Tom Brady, and now we're looking at Patrick
Dak
Mahomes.
Prescott. Oh, my bad, man.
Yeah, Brady and Mahomes boy, are both moved around money.
Yep.
And did certain things to make sure certain guys got paid. Mm-hmm. Dak's made a shit ton of money. He's not him. It's only right he act accordingly. And he's already gotten his generational wealth deal. CeeDee Lamb has not. And Dak's going to get his. So it's all good.
Or is Dak going to get his?
He's going to get his.
And what does that mean? All the way back to the top of the
top
pay
5,
scale?
top 3, top 1.
We have got to get out of
Remember,
this.
he bet on himself last time, broke his leg, and the Cowboys season went to shit. He proved his worth when he was out. That team sucked without him.
The NFL somehow has got to get out of this cycle where just because you're a quarterback and you're a starter and your contract's up, you get to go to the top of the chain.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Dak right now is tied for 12th in pay with Daniel Jones of the Giants. You think Dak Prescott deserves to make more money than Daniel Jones of the Giants at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, but not enough to put him ahead of, like, to the top. The Packers are getting ready to give Jordan Love a contract that'll make him the highest pay. Again, we got to get out of this cycle where just because it's your turn to be a free agent, you get to go to the top of the deal.
I know. I don't get that.
Where does it end?
I think it should be reserved for a certain few. But I mean, look in the NBA. I mean, if you're a max guy, you're a max guy. You know, there's a lot like Donovan.
Needs a max guy deal.
There's guys that are getting max money that aren't doing what Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown just did. But yet they're getting that same, like Dame Lillard, never been to a finals, damn sure never won a finals, but he's going to be making $60 million this year. So it's just.
The NFL has backed itself into this
just
corner
the way
where
it is.
You have to win the title while your quarterback is cheap, or he's going to wind up being 30% of your effing salary cap, and you won't be able to build a team around him. He gets his, but y'all ain't going to win now. Are they going to win without him, though? No, but they ain't going to win with him because he ain't it. Not in the postseason. Well, if you're trying to win division titles, or are we trying to win some post games here? Some postseason games.
There you go.
We trying to win playoff games? We talking about playoffs, man.
We talking about playoffs, but
but then they tell me their goal is to win the Super Bowl. If the Cowboys told me our goal is to win the division, our goal is to get to the wild card round, our goal is to sell a bunch of jerseys and win the division, and that's your goal, we're going to raise a banner to celebrate all of our division titles, then great, give Dak his money. But if your goal is to advance in January, he ain't it. So why not start over, let his ass walk next season, see what Trey Lance has, and if Trey Lance ain't it, that's fine. Yeah, we're starting over, but they have a talented roster. You get CD done, you get Micah Parsons done, you have a talented roster. You got all pros on your offensive line. You just drafted a left tackle from Oklahoma you love. He's a rookie, so we'll see. They got the
I
kid
forgot
from
about
Fort Worth,
that.
the left guard. He's already top 5 in the league. You got great wide receivers. You got a solid defense. You may have a new coach next year.
Franchise quarterback. Yes, I'm not disagreeing with you, Mike. It is about winning, right? But there's also something that comes with it that's like you being the face of my franchise, and you being like that matters. Even though it's stupid, like having a stand-up guy that, you know, first in, last to leave, leader, branding, makes you a ton of money. There is that, like, we can ignore it all we want, but that's a fact. That's a fact about being a quarterback in this league. I mean, you talked about it with Lamar Jackson.
It's a fact.
His resume isn't much better than Dak's, if we're talking postseason wise, yet he's gotten paid. So there's more to it than just winning postseason games, unfortunately.
Correct. And the NFL agrees with
perfect for that.
And the league agrees with you, which is why they allow every quarterback who's a free agent to go to the top of the list, at least for a while. But Cowboy fans know better. And I'm telling you, man, Dak is a $55 million cap hit. He's 20% of their cap this season.
Yes.
This season. They're talented enough to where if they let him walk, I don't think that it's going to take a long time for them to get back good again.
You're
They're not
okay-
going to be like the Spurs.
You would be okay with running Trey Lance out for a while as a stopgap?
I need to see what Trey Lance can do.
No, I'm saying so you would be okay with that for a while.
If he's decent, yeah. What if Jordan Love found himself after 4 years in the league. Jordan Love sat on the bench for
Amen.
3 years.
That's a great point.
He's about to become the top paid dude in the league. Maybe
and
Lance has
that-
figured it out.
And if you put enough people around an okay quarterback, San Francisco, you can go places. Because it's Brock Purdy's low hanging fruit, but I don't think the world of him.
No.
But they've put Christian McCaffrey around him, Ayuk, Debo, and one of the best defenses we've seen in some time. A great play caller in Shanahan, and you're not having to pay him $55 million, at least not right now.
Right. The Niners, one of the reasons why they decided to go
I don't
with
think Jalen Hurts is that great, but that
agree.
year they went to the
I
Super Bowl,
agree.
they put a great team around him.
the Niners went with Purdy, A, because he could handle the job, and B, he's cheap. You have to win with a cheap quarterback and hope you just get lucky. And then by the time that he's up and you got to give him ridiculous money, maybe you at least have gone to the conference title game. Dallas can't even say that with their guy. Now, the Chiefs don't count. They're the outlier.
That's different.
Because of Mahomes.
Yeah, that's Mahomes. That's
The
different.
rest of the league has to manage accordingly. You know, there are people criticizing Baltimore for giving Lamar Jackson all that money.
But
I'm one of them. He's the
ain't-
Dak Prescott
isn't-
of the AFC.
Isn't Dak those guys we named? Isn't he Brad Johnson? Isn't he Trent Dilfer? Isn't he Jalen? Isn't he Purdy? Isn't he Jared Goff? I mean, isn't he that? Is it all Dak? Because I feel like he's at least those guys. I'm not saying he's better than them, but he is at least those guys. So maybe it's more than just Dak. Like maybe they haven't put the perfect team around him. Like all those guys I named had great
I don't know
teams
what else
around.
they could have done.
Because the defense wasn't, Love did whatever he wanted to the defense. You know what I
That
mean?
one day.
So
'Cause
when
they
we
weren't
talk,
ready
when you
to
talk
roll.
about Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, there are two names being brought up in the chat. Those are two defenses that probably have 7 or 8 Hall of Famers combined on them, on the defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff, when he went to the Super Bowl with the Rams and lost to the Patriots, great defense around him with Aaron Donald and those guys. And the Rams team that won it all, great defense around Matthew Stafford. I think Dak is those guys that we've named.
I don't think
I
Dak's
he's
going to find that.
I just don't feel like the Cowboys. I think we look at it and Dak's easy to pick on, but there's a lot of other things going on that aren't clicking.
But Dak makes all the money. That's unfortunate. If all three of us are equally shitty, we got to get rid of somebody. Let's get rid of the guy who makes the most money. That's better for the business in the long haul. And Dak ran that bus into the ditch and it flipped over and caught fire in the Green Bay playoff game. Brad Johnson never ran the. Brad
He
Johnson
never
drove the bus,
Right.
going 55 in the right-hand lane, using all of his signals, making sure he yielded.
I like it.
Dak floored the bus and it flipped over and blew up. Caught fire.
So don't the way you worded your text today,
What did I say? How did I word it?
Cowboys making CD's priority.
Right now.
The way you worded it makes it sound like, hey, Dak, we don't give a shit about you. I don't think that's the case. I just feel like, hey, Dak's.
Well, yeah, I was texting you while laying in bed, not wanting to get out of bed. I was just letting you know what I wanted to get into.
Oh, okay.
I didn't give you the details.
Okay.
He's priority right now, CeeDee Lamb is,
Right.
over Dak Prescott, because CeeDee's not going to be at camp next week, and they want him at camp. CeeDee's probably going to get done between now and next week, I assume.
You're not, hell, you want to talk about, again, when I look at with the money these receivers are getting, his contract scares me more than Dak's.
CeeDee's?
Yeah.
Depends on what
Because
they wind up giving
I'm
him.
seeing too many of these receivers that have the top flight money and their teams stink. The Dolphins stink. The Raiders stink. The Vikings stink.
Mm-hmm.
These are the big money receivers: Jefferson, Tyreek, and my man up with the Raiders. They've done Devontae Adams. These guys got big money and their teams stink.
Correct. Well, But if you're getting ready to let Dak go after the end of this season, CD's money's okay because your next quarterback ain't going to make that kind of money.
Okay.
If you
You're going to need that guy to have a weapon.
Again, the Chiefs are the outlier. They had Mahomes. So who cares if Tyreek Hill wants to go? I ain't paying a wide receiver that kind of money. I'm a championship contender without Tyreek Hill. Dallas is not a championship contender with Dak Prescott. So maybe they are cool with letting Dak walk. But they get CD done, and then Trey Lance winds up making $6 million next year to pay, and then that makes the money kind of level out. I don't like paying wide receivers either, but if they're getting ready to start over at quarterback, that means they're not going to be putting much money into that position. I hate all this business talk, but that's the NFL. There's a salary cap, and
and training camp starts next week, so it'll be juicy.
It'll be juicy. All right. How's your roof?
Shitty.
Right before we went on the air, Rudy said that his roof's not doing well.
Yeah, so I guess it's the perfect time. We had GC Roofing come out on Friday, inspect the roof, and Russ was up there all of 3 minutes. And he was like, yeah, Rudy, I almost bust my ass. There's no grip up here. Your shingles are loose. Get Allstate out here. Let's get this figured out.
All right.
Something is wrong
And
here.
so now my step is, in this, now that he said, hey, you do need a new roof, now it's on me to call Allstate, have them come out. And when Allstate comes out, GC Roofing will also be there with your insurance company. Because what happens is, even with these insurance companies, you give them your money for decades. And then as soon as you ask for some of that money back to get your shit fixed, oh, well, you don't really. That's where GC comes in, and they can tell your adjuster, excuse me, sir, ma'am, come look at this. Come look at that. I can show you wind damage. I can show you hail damage. I can show you old damage. Because your insurance company don't want to cut that check. Their insurance, don't get me started on them. Dude. So when you do schedule your insurance adjuster to come out, GC and Russ will be there with them, making sure that you don't get jerked. And then you go in through the process with your insurance and through GC. So that's my next step, is getting my insurance adjuster out there along with GC to make sure Allstate don't try to jerk me. Then Rudy Jay and the Johnson family gets a new roof, and we go from there.
Well, it sounds like y'all need it. Sounds like there's no more tread on that tire.
No tread on that tire.
And so that's where you tell the insurance company, look, if y'all don't help us fix this tire, the car is going to roll over.
Right.
Then y'all have to be paying for a whole car. So you don't want to do that, because next big storm, they're going to have the roof's going to be gone. So help us out now. Just repair it before.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, and of course, Rudy called our guys, Russ and the boys over at GC Services.
Yeah, he wasn't up there long.
He probably got scared.
Yeah, he wasn't up there long. Like, my wife texted me like, hey, because I was on the walk, hey, the GC guy's here. And I was like, okay, cool. And then like 5 minutes later, Russ was calling me. Yeah.
Rudy, I'm stuck up here. I'm scared.
Yeah, like, what the hell? What the fuck is these? That's pretty much what you got up there and said.
They do residences and commercial buildings too. If you got a company, I mean, maybe you own the brick and mortar of your business.
Right.
Hey, those things go out too, man. They also install solar at GC Roofing and Construction. They also serve the Gulf Coast of the great state of Texas. They'll go down to Corpus. It is 210-347-0426 or gcservicesroofing.com. gcservicesroofing.com. All right. Let's get this football shit out of the way. We can get on to the elephant in the room is Biden. I didn't want to start with that.
No, I don't
It's an ass
either.
whip. And then I'm putting it in the middle of the run sheet today with the hopes we can get to it, get our piece, and move back.
Yeah, we out of there. We're not spending an hour on
Good.
it like we did the other day.
It's hard not to, because it's a passionate topic. So the first media picks, the press picks of the Big John Southern Plantation Country Conference have come out.
For what
the
are we
media
talking,
poll,
SEC?
the preseason media poll,
Okay.
ranking everybody, the all conference teams. It's the first one that will have Longhorns and Sooners on it. And it should be noted that when the SEC released the preseason media poll, and then it released like the first team predictions for all conference, there's a UT offensive lineman, I can't think of his name. He's predicted by the SEC media to be all conference. I think he's a right tackle, I want to say, or guard. And then there's a couple of kids from Tennessee on the preseason all SEC team.
The real UT.
Okay, so
The real UT.
After
didn't say it. Don't get
Well-
mad at me, Texas fan.
So after the Tennessee kid it says, so it gives the abbreviation. So if it's Georgia, it's UGA. If it's Alabama, it's ALA.
Yeah.
If it's Vanderbilt, it's VAN. Vanderbilt ain't got nobody on the preseason.
No.
Unless it's a punter. So the kid from Tennessee, it said UT.
Yeah.
The kid from UT Austin, it's the kid's name, comma, TEX.
Yeah.
Tex.
Y'all ain't coming in here and running shit.
So the conference announced the Longhorn players as Tex, not UT.
The real UT is Tennessee. I didn't say it, Orlando.
SEC
I didn't say it. All right, UT.
Hey, I'm here repping the horns, baby.
Hey,
I'm repping UT.
Because none of y'all really went.
Well, that pussy
none of
ass
y'all really
orange
went.
they got in
but
Tennessee.
you T-shirt fans, y'all just got put in your place by the SEC. Just again, Nick Saban said it last week. Hey, if Texas thinks they just gonna come in here and just do whatever, and then the SEC let y'all know, hey, if y'all think y'all just gonna come in here and do whatever, like y'all got to come in here and earn your keep. Just because you make $100 million a year don't mean you get to come in here and throw your weight around and everybody just bow down because you big bad Texas. Because now I ain't calling you UT. Y'all are no longer UT.
I ain't saying Tex.
Y'all, what do you mean you ain't saying Tex?
I'm from Texas. That's UT to
Y'all
me.
ain't UT anymore. Y'all are Tex. You hear me? You're Tex. The real UT is where Peyton Manning went. All right, the real UT is where T. Martin went and won a national title, which, by the way, T. Martin gets screwed. They treat Peyton Manning like God, but T. Martin is the one that won the title. See how they do the brothers?
Shout
you
out.
See how they do
Shout
us?
out to T. Martin.
Hey, Tex. Tex. Come in here and earn your keep. We ain't giving you shit in the SEC. You ain't done nothing over here. Nothing. I love it. I love it because it's like, hey, no rite of passages over here. You ain't the real UT here. Not in this conference. We already have a UT. And they're the Volunteers. Gosh damn it.
Mm-hmm. If I were a Tennessee fan, my shit talk would be, hey, it took a bunch of our rednecks to leave and go, they started y'all by butchering the Mexicans. If it wasn't for us, Texas wouldn't have a state.
So every week I'm gonna be like, hey, Texas playing Georgia.
Davy Crockett's from Tennessee, damn it.
So you ain't calling them Tex, Mike?
Fuck no, I ain't calling them Tex.
Why not? That's what their name is.
Tex is the guy that stands outside the state fair and goes, welcome to the state fair. That's Tex.
Didn't he burn down?
Nolan Ryan, that's Big Tex. The University of Texas at Austin is UT.
No, they're not anymore.
Well,
what did it say on that preseason picks, Mike? What did it say?
Some slapdick that works for social media put that on there.
They did just win a natty, didn't they?
In baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the real UT.
Okay, in defense of the SEC, what were they supposed to do? You can't confuse everybody. And Texas is the new school. We're not going to diss the guy who's been there for 50 years.
I respect
or 80.
that. I respect that by the SEC.
Yeah,
I
Texas,
respect
they're
that.
happy to have the Longhorns.
Right.
But how are you supposed to differentiate the two? And they're not going to diss Tennessee.
No.
Had Tennessee come to the Big 12 while Texas was still in it, they probably would have wrote TEN after Tennessee.
Right. Yes.
Because you're the new kid.
Right, for sure.
Sorry. So if are the Longhorns butthurt?
I would think so. Well, first of all, the Longhorns they're still gonna be calling themselves UT.
Of course they are. If anybody's butthurt from UT about this, you're the new kid. This is collateral. This is part of your penance for joining the new conference.
This is UT we're talking about. Of course they're butthurt. They're butthurt about everything.
Well, Rudy, we're number one. We're the school of note, no matter where we are.
Love you, Orlando. This is not me. I didn't do this.
I'm excited, man.
The SEC did this. Don't get mad at me. SEC trolled y'all. When I saw that TEX, I was like, it looks ugly.
It's weird. It's dumb.
It's stupid.
Gross. Okay. Did they troll them, or did they just do what they felt like was the best option?
I think it's a good branding opportunity for the SEC. It's UT Bowl.
Have them play every year?
Yeah.
The battle
real
of UT.
The battle for real UT.
Shout out to my Aggie buddies. As a matter of fact, Mike Elko's in town tonight, the Aggies' new coach. Tonight is the big the local A&M chapter.
Oh, yeah. I went to that
the San
last
Antonio
year.
Aggies. They're having their big coaches night tonight with Mike Elko. They're probably going to I'm sure somebody brings this shit up tonight there. You say they're calling Texas UT?
I think they should play for it every year. And if you lose that following season, you're TENN because you lost, and UT's UT. Whoever wins gets the UT for the year.
Well, the Aggies, they call them TU already anyway. So they've been called TU by A&M for 100 years. The SEC is going to call them Tex. Just go win on the field. Beat
won't
the
matter.
Aggies. Beat Tennessee.
Beat Georgia.
Although I don't think the Longhorns play Tennessee this year.
I don't think so.
They don't play Tennessee. They don't play Alabama. They
I
do
don't
play
think-
Georgia.
They don't play LSU either.
Texas has got a.
But that just means 2026.
Well,
you're
that's-
gonna play everybody.
well, if it's possible to have a soft schedule in that conference, Texas has a decent. Just anybody. No one should be butthurt. They're not going to disrespect an original member in Tennessee by calling them you.
Right,
They're
you
not
can't
going
do
to
that.
call them TEN.
you can't do that.
Or TENN.
Yeah, I saw that. I got a good chuckle out of it. It was a solid troll by the SEC.
It was good. You and I were talking about Dallas Carter a couple of weeks ago. Remember they won the state championship,
Right.
'89. Talking about those kids that got in all that trouble in high school football.
And Judson put the banner up.
Yeah.
Judson put the banner up like they didn't get beat 60-0.
The reason why that popped in my head is because that year, that Dallas Carter football team was so flashy. And so it just added to the whole story because those two idiots were robbing. Those other kids had nothing to do with the two morons that were robbing stores. But they took the fall for those idiots. But that was a flashy team. So when they had like 6 kids go D1 from that team.
Damn.
And they all announced where they were going in a hot tub. It was so fucking great.
I don't
Here's a
even
bunch of
remember that.
17-year-old kids.
I don't even remember
One
that.
kid's got a stogie in his mouth. 17-year-old kid. He's announced, yeah, I'm so and so, University, Auburn. So when they're announcing, and they listed it, and they wrote it down, and the kid like held his paper up, and he was going to go to Tennessee, and he put U of 10, TIN.
No, he didn't,
10.
Mike.
I'm not bullshitting
doing
you,
a
Rudy.
bit.
Look this up. Couldn't spell Tennessee, but he was going there. But he was a badass little safety. U of 10, TIN. I'm not kidding. It was fucking awesome. And Carter
fuck
High
outta
School took, like, who's teaching these people?
They weren't going
They
to
got
class.
teaching issues.
They weren't going to class. They weren't. Back
What a
then, you didn't
scene.
have to go to class.
What a scene. So Tennessee's been called TIN before.
Like
By
10
people
cup?
that actually went
like
there.
10 cup? That's awful.
Oh, I'm excited, man. I am. I've had my issues with the SEC for years because I'm from the state of Texas. We're not in that conference. Aggies want to go over there. That's fine. I get it. Let them go. And I've supported A&M all these
Me
years.
too.
But I do not like most of the schools in that conference. I do not like most of the states that are involved in that conference.
I'm
a Texan.
I'm with you on that. Because see, we're the South, but they the South.
No, that's different.
That's
That's Dixie.
These his white only pies.
Texas has got some towns we're not proud of either, but it's
Yes,
more
for sure.
prominent there.
For sure.
There's people that will kill your ass if you talk shit
Yeah.
about Alabama.
He can't be outside right now. Yeah,
So
that's the
now that we're-
SEC is a little different.
And now that they've joined,
Yeah.
UT's going to piss them off all the time, just like they're going to piss off UT.
Sure.
When I say UT, you know who I mean. Hook 'em. Because UT is we wear our collars.
Yeah.
We tuck our shirts in.
They're definitely country club. The SEC's
Southerners, yeah.
SEC's municipal courses. UT is
Their fans are.
Yeah, their fans are municipal courses.
Yeah.
UT is, can I see your membership?
Well, yeah.
Can I park your car? Would you like it washed?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you tuck your shirt in,
Yeah.
please?
We keep our Subarus nice and clean.
No cameras in the locker room. No cameras in the clubhouse.
There's not a lot of Subarus riding around Tuscaloosa.
No. You saw Sark give all them recruits with Lamborghinis for the weekend.
So I'm excited, man. I am excited about this thing. All right, let's do some punching, shall we? Y'all ready to do a little punching?
Hell yeah.
Presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kill. Hook 'em,
Orlando.
Now he will help an Aggie. That's just
What if he's getting divorced?
he can compartmentalize. Yeah, are you an Aggie that needs a divorce? Orlando will put aside his differences with your school, and he'll take care of you because Orlando. When that's different. That's real life there. And Orlando Kill's our guy. All right, who you punching today and why?
All right. So yesterday, my daughter gets home. My teenager, 16. She works at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
She's a attraction guard, not a lifeguard. So she's working she works the kiddie section, watching the kids come down the slide, playing the little kiddie pool, whatever. So she comes home. She's like, "Dad, you will not believe what happened today." I'm like, "What happened, baby? Talk to me." She says, "This lady comes up to me and says, Don't make it obvious. Don't look. But that guy over there is playing with himself.
Oh, no.
And she works in the kiddie section at Aquatica. So, my daughter plays it off for
was
like
he in
10,
the
15
pool or sitting out?
in a little beach chair under a towel. So my daughter plays it off like 10, 50 seconds. She looks and she's like, holy shit, he is. So she calls her manager. Turns out this dude was, and they had to fucking escort this dude off the premises.
Oh, my God.
So this dude's in the kiddie section with no kids. He don't even have any kids there. He's just chilling in the kiddie section, wanking off under a towel, watching the kids.
They can't be letting single men go into the kids
What do single men
section.
need to even be in the
They
kids?
don't.
Like, Aquatica's huge. There's plenty of places for you to go sunbathe.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in the kiddie section. There's plenty of places for you to go chill. You're there for that.
Oh, my Lord.
Yep. So punch that son of a bitch.
So they just kicked him out.
Yeah, they escorted his ass off of the premises.
They could have called the cops because you can't prove he's a pedophile, but you can
can't
prove that's public lewdness.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
indecency.
his hand under the towels.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you serious? I was like, you didn't approach him, did you? She's like, no, I had to call my manager, and then my manager.
And your daughter's the one who noticed it? Mm-hmm. Someone
this
told
lady
her.
did.
Oh, a lady
and
told
then
her.
my daughter, like after like 15 seconds, because she didn't want to make it obvious, she was like, oh my God, he is. Because at first she was kind of like, this lady may be tripping, but then she looked and she's like, no, this dude's playing with himself under a towel at the kids section.
I bet he went to the University of Tennessee. TEN.
Yeah, so punch that son of a bitch, man. You keep your
Yikes.
head on the swivel at these places, man.
Man.
Well, it's a lot. I mean, well, first of all, weirdo's been around since the beginning of time, but it does seem like we're weirdoing more now. So when you're out at these places, first of all, punch that son of a bitch, but
Man, that
keep your
pisses
head
me off.
keep your head on the swivel at these places. Yes.
Good for your daughter for not being like a lot of people and being too afraid to say something.
Yeah.
She didn't approach the guy. She went to her manager.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we just kind of don't do anything. Good for your daughter for at
Dude.
least telling, and good for the managers for doing something
Kids
about it.
section.
He probably denied it, the dude, when he got
and-
busted.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
I was like, so when y'all were escorting him out, did he have to get his kids? She was like, he was by himself. I was
Did
like,
he get mad, put up a fit?
No.
He probably felt embarrassed and just got the fuck out.
Yeah, he probably don't
Gross. Oh my God.
So hopefully he's banned.
That's disgusting. I don't know what to say more about that.
Yeah, punch his ass.
Ugh. Good Lord. Well, I've got perversion too.
Oh, you do?
Not like that.
Yeah, punch him.
Not on that level. I want to punch Arlington, Texas' own.
Uh-oh. You never punch anyone from Fort Worth. That's funny.
Well, it's Tarrant County. Well, I'm biased for Fort Worth. Oh, I'd punch him
I'm
for
kidding.
this.
Go ahead.
He's at LSU. He's a sophomore corner.
Okay.
Louisiana State. But he went to Arlington Martin. Javion, I want to punch Javion Toviano. Javion Toviano
Okay.
has turned himself in to authorities in Baton Rouge on charges of video voyeurism.
What's that mean?
Well, there's different kinds of voyeuring. So he's a 19-year-old
Oh, this
kid.
word's come up before. Okay, I remember. Go ahead.
He watches. He's a watcher. But what this is, I didn't realize that there's voyeurism is like you can like try to watch people, or you can plant a camera and watch folks. Like that son of a bitch that was filming Aaron Andrews years ago in the
I remember
hotel.
that.
Yeah. So this
Or the
idiot here,
Bucky's kid.
the kid at Bucky's. Yeah, the
Oh,
Bucky's,
shit,
the
that's
Bucky's
right.
kid, the Bucky's CEO's kid was planting cameras in the bathrooms of their they have
That's
like different
disgusting.
apartments and stuff. Not in the Bucky's, but like in
Yeah.
their residences. This idiot had a girlfriend
Okay.
and was recording them having sex without her knowing. So this is the AP. Toviano, 19 of Arlington, Texas, is accused of having sex with a woman and recording it without her consent. The woman told detectives she found videos of the two on Toviano's iPad that were recorded through a clock with a built-in camera placed near their bed.
Okay.
And found out he'd been doing it. He's done it more than once. She thinks that's her boyfriend, and he's sabotaging her and rolling on it without asking her permission.
Objection, Your Honor.
Uh-oh. Yes, sir.
People are getting accused of rape by the minute.
Mm-hmm.
By the minute. guys' lives in college. The 2 kids from Ohio State come to mind. They raped me. 2 years later, after their career's done, they find out this chick is lying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you should be recording anybody without their consent, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say if I was a big, high-brow D1 athlete that I wouldn't think about it because you get caught in these situations where the university's hands are tied. If this female says that you raped her or you sexually assaulted her, even if you didn't, they kick you off the team.
Sure.
Until they figure it out.
You're guilty until
You're
proven
guilty
innocent.
until proven innocent.
Yeah.
But now, if they're boyfriend, girlfriend, there's no need to be doing that.
Right.
That makes sense. Like, we're together. Like, if it's a one-night stand, Mike, and I know that you're not my chick and we just both having a good time, I can't say that I wouldn't. I want to have some proof that you consented to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's his defense.
Like,
Wanted to make sure she didn't call me a rapist.
But like, if this is your boyfriend,
he was doing this getting
then
off.
you're just a weirdo.
Well, he's admitted to it.
No, you're right, George. And why have it in the clock? No, you're right. That's weirdo shit. Like, why not tell her? I'm sure she would have been cool with it.
I don't say this lightly. To the kid's credit, he at least has come clean. He's not denying it. He's admitted it. And he got arrested. And LSU has suspended him from all activities in accordance with departmental policy because smoke is fire in college athletics these days.
Why would she eating females, boy, going through his shit? Why is she even going through his iPad?
Well, he's not, I don't know how old she is. He's 19. I
But
doubt
no,
she's 32.
it's a weirdo shit. Like, you got.
Yeah, it's
first
weirdo
of all, where do you buy? Where do people get? Where are you getting a camera that fits inside your alarm clock?
I wouldn't know how to do
And who
that.
still has an alarm clock in 2024? That would be a red flag for me when we have our iPhones.
You know who'd be good at getting away with this shit?
LG.
That man right there.
Well, see,
He can know how to cover his tracks. LG'd be good at it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Jesus, he can still get charged. Like, if they was doing it, I don't care, what the case was. Like, if they're boyfriend, girlfriend, yeah, he should be charged. All I'm saying is, with the way the world works right now, man, she says you did it until you prove that you didn't.
Some schools have said, no, fuck that. We're not suspending the kid. Not yet. And of course, it's been a while since someone's been like that defensive of their guys. Remember the Duke lacrosse story?
Yes.
The stripper, she said they raped her. They gang raped her. They're like, bullshit. So we had a young black prostitute.
I remember.
20 rich-ass white boys playing lacrosse at Duke. And they had their way with this woman. But they were all like, at no point did we force this woman.
Right.
We paid her. And she said, bullshit, they raped me. And Duke took it on the chin publicly, but the program, the athletic department's like, no, we're not suspending these kids. Come to find out, a year and a half later, she's lying.
Yeah, I forget the Ohio State kids did.
It's tough as the administration because you don't want to take it lightly.
After Baylor, everybody got scared.
Right.
And everybody's like, no, we're sending everybody home.
Yeah, Baylor
had legit dudes that were raping people. Right.
And laughing about it, practicing.
Right.
I had her and you had him.
I'm just saying, visit one night stand.
Punch this kid. I'm sure he's an athletic man. He's
I'm like, dude, I
19-year-old
promise
kid.
you.
He's a ball player. But I would never film myself fucking. I don't want to see me having sex.
You don't have enough dirty videos in your phone?
No, not of me. No. I wouldn't mind watching my lady, but not with Can we blur me out? Do you want to see yourself naked fucking?
No, I
that's
don't.
disgusting.
Like, if I had abs.
There's nothing hot about it. You get turned on watching your own abs?
No.
That's weird.
If I was in shape, I want to see me in action.
That's weird to me. Now,
I'm a little vain. I want to see how I'm stroking.
If I'm a 19-year-old kid and I have a good-looking girlfriend, I'm in college, and she wants to send me video of her doing things to herself, that's great.
Right.
But I don't want to see
You don't want
me.
you be in it.
I need to blur myself. Can we?
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like
he
he probably could have asked her. Like, if that's what you into, ask her.
Right. She
Ask
may
her.
say yes.
She might say yes. And if she
starting
says
corner
no,
at
then
LSU.
you don't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or tell her that's okay. Then tell her we're not compatible and let her go and find some girl who will.
Or again, if I know I'm going to the league, you're signing something before I smash.
That's what my theory is.
I'm like, you got to sign this form that says you're consenting to me. I'm not just hitting it.
But my theory is this. He did this because for him it's more of a turn on because she didn't know. It's not the sex.
Right.
It's the getting away with it. It's the not telling her. That's what makes him. That's what jazzes him. It's why teachers diddle students. You know, it's because why can't you? He'll be 18 in 6 months. Wait till he's 18 because it loses its risk factor. It's that risk that they're getting that high on.
I got you.
See what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Weirdo's gonna weirdo.
And a weirdo is gonna weirdo.
Like he put the camera in the alarm clock.
Yeah. That takes some time. I mean, he planned.
The alarm clock is a red flag for a kid.
Well, it was in his. What was it? Alarm clock? Yeah. Okay.
Because I told my 5-year-old, she's about to start school. I'm like, you're gonna need an alarm clock. She said, "What is that?" You know what I mean?
What is that?
Like, what is that? Like, what do you mean? What's an alarm clock? I'm like, oh, okay, I forgot you don't know. Yeah, an alarm clock is a red flag.
Ruben's in here. Is there enough rice in the kitchen for me to wait till Wednesday?
What the hell?
Is that code, Ruben?
He says he was supposed to send it to his wife.
Oops, texted y'all instead of my wife. Well, you better be careful with that shit, Ruben. Is there enough rice till Wednesday? They own a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
That's
got
Don
you.
Juan Ruben.
But how did it come up in the chat?
I don't know. Ruben, you better be careful.
Text, chat, those are two different screens.
Yeah, you better be careful. Don't be sending me no wiener pics on in the building.
Chat. Yeah,
we're gonna get us in trouble. All right, LG's Mr. Pacifist these days. Are we punching anyone? We're good to go? Okay, very good. All right. What else today? There's so much to get into. All right, show also brought to you in part by the Ribaldo Realty Group. Sorry, but before we get into that, it's Orlando Kell. Orlando, he brings us punch every day. He's probably punching SEC media.
Yes.
And the media guy for
I know
calling
like
Texas
that.
TEX. Orlando Kell, he's a family lawyer. If you find your husband has been rolling on y'all sexual encounters and not telling you, it's time to find somebody who ain't going to do that. And that's where Orlando comes in. He will help you with that. It is Orlando Kell, the official family lawyer, 210-775-4995, or you can email him directly, orlandokell@gmail.com. Our real estate man is Ribaldo. Shout out to the Thunderdome a couple of weeks ago.
Frank Flores.
They're getting ready to close here in the next couple of
Unfortunately,
weeks.
he's a cheesehead, but hey.
That's all right.
Appreciate you,
That's
Frank.
all right. He's got a quarterback that I would rather have right now than the one the Cowboys fans have.
Don't fall in love with Jordan just yet.
Well,
Did you see what I did there?
It's just, I'm out of love with Dak. I'm going to date Jordan for a little while and see how it goes. My Dak, I know, and ain't it. I Orlando Kell Dak Prescott.
Okay.
This is my boyfriend, Jordan Love.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, that's it. So thank you, too. Thank you. So Ribaldo Realty Group's still going to take care of that cheesehead. He don't matter. He don't care where you're from. He don't care who your team is. Like all of our clients, they don't care who you back in sports or who you vote for. They want to help you because they care about people and they're in business. That's what they got in the business to do. All right. Y'all want some more stats? I love giving these stats on the biggest counties in the state of Texas. Median price by county.
Let me guess. Wait, are we talking about homes?
Yeah. I'll guess, of the 4 big counties in this state, Harris County, Dallas, Travis, and Bear.
Okay.
Which one's the most expensive? The median house average price.
Harris, by far.
It's Travis, Austin. Travis.
Okay, yeah.
All these damn Californians.
Yeah,
in the
Travis, okay.
Did you know the median home in Austin is $565,000?
That sounds about
median.
That sounds about right. That's why I can't move anytime soon.
Next is Dallas. Dallas has got
Dallas
more
is ahead of
expensive.
Houston.
This particular month, it shot ahead.
Okay.
The average home in Dallas is $380,000.
Then what's Harris?
Harris is $340,000.
And Bear?
We're $299,000.
That's not
We
bad.
haven't even surpassed $300K yet.
So basically what you're saying is if you hit Ribaldo up, you could probably afford a home here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Oh, great Bear County area.
So because it's affordable, you can worry about other things like, because most people's like, what's the price? I ain't worried about nothing but that. But if you can afford a home, like in Bear County, what Jay will do, it'll be easy to find you a house you can afford. But now let's talk about school district. Let's talk about property taxes. Let's talk about
what's 5 miles from you.
Let's talk about do we have like HOA fees? Yeah, let's talk about what's near us.
Right.
What freeways are down the street.
Right.
When it's affordable like that, you can get into those other things that matter to us, and that's where Jay comes in. That's hard to find. It's easy to research prices, but it's not easy to research school district, property taxes, location, freeways, all that kind of stuff. Jay will make all that easy for you by getting through all that and give you a list of choices that suit you and your family. That's where Jay
What
comes
the hell's going on in Austin?
California, tech. Hell, he's about to move Twitter and Tesla there now. It's going to go up to 600,000 by the end of the year.
Oh, they just got MLS team.
It's ridiculous.
It's the tech, right? It's becoming the tech capital
the tech.
of. I wonder where they are tech-wise.
Elon and Joe Rogan. He's got probably a $50 million house. Elon's probably got 4 houses in Austin.
Ain't Sandra Bullock's studio there too?
Sandra Bullock still lives in Austin. Matt McConaughey's house probably $10 million at least.
And
Hell, Steve Sarkisian probably ain't living in no shack.
My buddy did an airboat.
Hell, Arch Manning ain't living in no shack.
No, hell no.
I doubt. Does Arch live on the dorm? I bet he don't.
No.
I bet he's got a nice
Hell no.
apartment
Why would
somewhere.
he?
Yeah, I bet he got hooked up with a condo.
My brother-in-law did an Airbnb at Lake Travis once, and I took his friend's jet ski around the lake. I was depressed when I came back.
Because the houses, it's
Dog,
amazing.
It's depressing.
All along Lady Bird?
Yes. I was like, who are these people? Why do you have 2 boats, 3 stories, 7 balconies, 6 jet skis? Like, what are y'all doing? I came back, I was like, man, I don't even want to go back out on the jet ski.
Get depressed.
I was depressed, dog.
Well, that's why you get buddies with a guy who lives in Austin. You use his boat and you come home and sleep in San Antonio. And Jay Ribaldo will help you sleep good for 50 years in your new home. Call him up at 210-887-1081, or you can email him directly, jribaldo@kw.com, jribaldo@kw.com. All right, let's get this elephant out of the way, shall we? We got a new presidential race.
Is it new? It seems the same. Somebody's still on the ticket.
Well, I mean, I punched the man on Friday at Slackers.
You did.
And riled you up. And then you riled up some people that were there to watch us do our show, which is fine.
That's fine. That was all in fun.
That's all right. No. So, and I punched Joe Biden on Friday for refusing to get the fuck out.
Well, thanks, Mike.
One day later.
You and everybody else ran
later.
that poor old man out.
That's right.
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
Well, probably what happened, I'm assuming that Barack Obama was like, hey.
The heart-to-heart with Barack.
It's time.
I think the heart-to-heart Barack did it. Right?
It's time.
It had to.
So thank you, Barack Obama. Whether or not,
Thank you.
Whether
You're so
whether or not any of you like Kamala Harris, this was a boat race, Trump versus Biden. Now I don't think she's going to beat Trump either, but
Right.
at least now they have a puncher's chance.
She did. She has the record this year for most money raised in a day. She raised about $46 million.
Oh, they're gonna go nuts for her
Joe's
now.
people had cut him off.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we ain't giving this dude no more money. You ain't like,
Right.
You know what I mean? They've been cut off, so they had
Once the
to.
sponsors back out, that's when you know. Okay, let me go and let me write my statement up, because before that I was like, fuck you, I ain't leaving.
Where is the? How did
My sponsors backed out. Well, let me root for Texas.
How do we get $46 million in a day, Mike? What do we got to do to get $46 million in a day?
Whatever I need to.
You ain't lying.
I got 4 kids to feed.
I got 4 kids to feed.
There ain't much I ain't willing to do right now for my babies.
Yeah.
There ain't. I can't think of them. Would I murder? Who is it? What did he do?
Did he deserve it?
It's murder.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I look. I don't want to get bogged down with this, Mike.
I
but
know.
I don't. It's still an uphill battle.
Oh, it's probably way too late. It's too late.
This isn't me.
And I don't think she can beat him.
It ain't about Kamala. I don't think it was anybody. I don't care who they would have brought in. I just think it's a little late in the game.
Oh, it's way late.
It's way late in the game. It's not about. I don't have no problems with Kamala. I don't. Whatever.
Even if
I don't know if she can win.
Let's say Joe quit in March, though, and Kamala's been the lady all this time. I still don't think she beats him. I don't think moderate males in this country are going to vote for a woman.
A woman?
They didn't vote for Hillary Clinton.
Hillary and Trump wasn't a landslide, Mike. That was close.
Yeah, I know, but they did not win.
Close.
But
I know, but I'm saying
I was told she's the most qualified candidate there's ever been versus a game show host, and game show host still won. It ain't about getting the popular vote. It's about getting the electoral points.
Which is
a strategy.
Which is stupid.
And they don't strategize with moderate male Americans in flyover states like Iowa.
No,
Michigan,
listen, you can say what it
They
is.
don't do well enough.
Moderate male ain't gonna vote for a black woman for sure. They ain't vote for a woman.
They
Damn sure
didn't
ain't
vote for
a
the
black.
white lady.
They damn sure ain't voting for the black one.
Well, the moderate male American did vote for a black man twice.
That's a man.
Correct. This is more about sexism than race to me. I'm not saying race doesn't play a factor, but she's a female. And I don't think this country's ready for a female. It's a shame.
That's
it's a damn
crazy
shame.
to say that.
It's a damn shame.
It's crazy to say that in 2024.
I understand. I know. Are we the last superpower that has not had a female president?
I don't know. I suck at this.
Well, no, I guess Russia's never had a. Russia will never. China's never had one. My bad. I forgot about the evil empire. That don't count.
There's no way, right? We can't be that out of touch.
Yeah, Russia never had a female czar.
But to say we're not ready for anything, whatever.
I don't think that.
You know what I mean? Like to say in 2024 to say we're not ready for, just fill in the blank. I don't care what it is: white, black, Asian, Latino, male, female, trans. Like to say we're not ready in 2024 is disturbing.
It's disturbing, but at the end of the day, and it sucks, but at the end of the day, do the Democrats want to win or not? It stinks they won't vote for a woman, but because they won't, you need to roll a man out there, and they're not. They're going to roll her out there, and they're going to lose.
Yeah, well, they were going to lose anyway.
Probably so.
Yeah. Anyway.
Same thing. And my favorite politician on the left these days is the great Pete Buttigieg. I love Pete, but he's gay. There ain't no way this country, and he's a white male from middle America.
Well, it has to do with him being gay then.
Military hero. Brilliant man. Harvard educated, Afghanistan, 2 tours.
But because he's gay, it won't
white,
happen? Is that what you're
generic,
saying?
He's gay. There ain't no way this country's putting a gay man in office.
That's what I'm saying.
Not that
Period.
there's anything wrong
We're
with
not
that.
ready.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but this country's not going to put
we're
that
not
in the
ready
White
for a
House.
gay president is disturbing.
I agree. Here's the other, but it's about strategy. Do you think there ain't no country in the Middle East going to negotiate with a gay president? None of them would. Nope, not doing that.
Yeah. Good.
The Middle East is homophobic
Okay, I see what
as
you're saying.
fuck.
That's different.
And I'll guarantee you this: they don't want to negotiate with a woman either, but they really don't want to negotiate with a gay man.
Do they
you
even
think
let
the
women
sheiks
talk?
of Saudi Arabia
Are
want to sit
women
in a
even
room?
allowed to speak?
No, not really. Do you think the leaders of Saudi Arabia are going to sit there and negotiate and break bread and be told what to do by Kamala Harris? Fuck no. No way. It sucks that we're not there. And that's their fucking problem, you know? But this country's still not ready to do it neither. That's unfortunate. So I think Trump's still the guy. He's going to win. The only person right now who can beat Donald Trump is himself. Dude, you see his statement last night? Just let Biden quit. Dude, take the fucking W. Oh, he really, Trump can't help it. He's supposed to go about 15 minutes the other night when he accepted the nomination. Homeboy went 90 minutes, went way off script. It's like, oh my God, sir. Just
it's the
drive
people
the bus
around.
in the
It's the
center
people
lane.
around them. The people around them are pizzas. Because if you had a good group around you and not a bunch of yes men, that type of shit don't happen. But the people around Trump are all pizzas.
Well, yeah. Well, MAGA's going to vote for
including
Trump.
his VP, huh?
You could dig up. Jesus Christ could be re-resurrected and run as a Democrat. They're going to vote for Trump. The Democrats are going to vote. The far left, they're going to vote for. They could dig up the bones of whoever, and they're going to vote for that over Trump. This is about winning Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan. Generic American.
I know what you mean.
And they just don't run the right folks out. The left. It's unfortunate. So Trump's going to win in November, and that's it. That's I think that she has a puncher's chance. Maybe some folks that weren't going to vote because they don't like either one of them, maybe they get their ass off the couch.
Yeah.
But short of that, she has a puncher's chance. She's going to have to knock him out. She's not going to win going 12 rounds in a decision. And I think we all agree. All right, that's it. Politics is so gross. Thank you, someone. 3 more coffees.
Give me Candace
I'd
Owens.
vote for a black woman all day. Give me Candace Owens.
I don't know about Candace. Anyway, I'm not going down that road.
That's it. Well, yeah, if she's a Republican, y'all are going to vote for her. But in this case, she's not.
She's not even not even left. Yeah.
No. All right, let's do a little man-entertainment news today. Let's do a little man-entertainment news for the people presented by Empire Courier and Civil Process.
Now, live from In the Building, a guy's favorite segment, Mentertainment. My God, there's 2 of them now. Here they are, Rudy Jay and Mike Taylor.
And a happy belated birthday to Richard Ramos of Empire. We were invited to go to his birthday party Saturday night.
It was after mine.
Man, and I spent all day in Austin with the kids, dropping them off.
I spent all day recovering.
Cried for 2 hours on the way home. I had to collect myself to drive home safely. And then Nina didn't get back till 5 o'clock from Mexico, traveling all day, going through customs. We were wiped out, Richard. Love you hard. We'll make it up to you.
Yeah, I was gonna go. Well, one, I was recovering from mine. Then number two, I had a 3-9 at TCL.
Yeah.
It was rough. Sorry,
It
Richard.
was
Sorry,
rough.
Terry.
Love
we
you
love
hard.
y'all. Y'all know we love
hard.
y'all.
All right.
What we got in man news?
The noted rapper Eminem has a new record out. Have you had a chance to hear any of it?
My name is...
Are you interested in hearing any of it?
Because I'm a fan of hip hop, I will listen, but I've never been a huge Eminem fan. I do like the Marshall Mathers EP. That was probably my favorite Eminem album. I could still go back to that one.
Wait, you're not a big fan because of why?
I'm more of a vibe guy in my older age. Mm-hmm. Eminem's more like lyrical and witty and like it's cool.
I think Eminem sucks.
He's super talented.
I always have.
No, I think he's super talented. I'm not gonna say he sucks. Eminem don't suck.
Okay.
I listened to
time.
the album.
Okay, time.
Yeah.
out. That
It's
was
all right.
harsh. Let me say this about Eminem.
He don't suck.
Okay. In the way that I also don't like jazz, I recognize that there are many, many brilliantly talented jazz musicians like the great Gene, who does all of our music.
Yeah. Shout out to Gene Centeno.
I don't listen to Wolfgang Amadeus all day, but I recognize brilliance when I hear it. I can't argue Eminem's a lyricist, blah, blah, blah. His style to me is shit.
I feel you.
He does bits. It sounds like a lot of it's just being silly. It's a lot of shtick. Don't love it. But he has a new record out, and he's one of the most successful rappers of all time. LG,
What'd you think of the
through it
album?
all?
It's one of his better ones, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, are you a fan of him, though,
No.
before him? Okay.
Not really.
Well, see, this is the thing.
I'm with Rudy. I appreciate his lyricism, and he's one of the best battle rappers of all time,
Right,
hands
for
down.
sure, for sure.
And he had his bit for a while, but he's more mature now, so it's a different style he's got.
And he's been sober now for over a
Exactly.
decade, so he's a different person.
I
now.
like it. I think it's some of his most.
I'm gonna go check it out then.
It's one of his
All right.
most lyrical albums.
I skimmed through it today.
You did?
This morning.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that today then.
And a lot of he's doing it was always an angle, it's always shtick, there's always a bit. The bit is that the old Slim Shady's trying to come up from the dead, and Marshall's trying to keep Slim Shady at bay. Because a lot of the lyrics, he goes in and out of character. He goes into that Slim Shady and then says all these highly offensive things. And then Marshall shows back up, regular Eminem,
Right.
and tells Slim to back off.
Yeah, you're describing one of the songs where
Right.
he's got a duality thing
Yes.
going on where
Yeah.
he's
That's clever.
arguing with himself.
And he's making fun of all these people,
Yeah.
quadriplegics even, takes
Yeah.
a shot at all these different
I
disabled
thought
folks.
you would like that.
Yeah, the whole album's not duality like that though.
There's a song called Toby
What?
on the record, in which Eminem shouts out two Texans, and two former Aggies, as
Who's
a matter
that?
of fact. In one lyric, we hear, quote, "I've been knocked down so many times, can't count. Sometimes shit does not pan out. That's just the way that the card hands dealt. John Manziel, odd man out." So he references Johnny Manziel.
I like it. I gotta
And
listen
then-
to this album tonight.
In a very obscure mention, and I've only heard of the kid because he's from here, he mentions a San Antonio. The former Aggies quarterback Kellen Mond.
How the wait? Kellen, what?
Because it rhymes with a word he
oh,
needed to
okay.
use,
I was
I'm
gonna
sure.
say, I was like,
Ain't no
how
Kellen
does-
Mond
Kellen-
fan.
What? Does he play for the Lions?
He's in New Orleans backing up.
Okay, go ahead.
One lyric goes, "In the pocket, the rocket like Kellen Mond. Mama told me the power was in the tongue, but it probably ain't powerful as a gun." He used Mond because it rhymes when the way he says Mon, it rhymes with gun in the lyric. He's heard of Kellen Mond, so he decides to he's just using it because it rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
But good for Kellen Mond, former Baylor grade.
I thought he was Aggie.
Antonio's own. Oh, he was
Kellen,
A&M.
yeah, he was an Aggie.
Then he
He was
switched
an
to
Aggie.
A&M.
Yeah,
Well,
he was an
he
Aggie.
transferred. Baylor and A&M. So, Eminem's, he's what he's always been. Let me ask you all this, too. How old is he? He's got to be 48, 47 by now. He's right around my age.
Yeah, he's our age. Probably a little older.
When do you get too old to do shit like that?
Never.
Or am I being ageist?
You're being ageist. The only genre of music where people judge your age is hip hop. Nobody cares in country nobody cares in rock.
See, that I do.
Nobody cares in pop. Like if Madonna put out an album today, nobody'd be like, "You're too old."
Yeah, no, I would. See, it depends. What is she talking about?
But I'm not saying it's the outside people that do it. It's within the hip hop community. They'll be like, "Dude, go sit your old ass down."
Madonna needs to retire. Have you seen her?
This poor thing.
She's too old.
That's why you can't do plastic surgery, because you're never gonna like it. Then you keep doing it, and then the next thing you know, you're an alien.
Falls in on itself. Literally caves in.
Yeah,
on
the
itself.
only where ageism exists is hip hop. Anywhere else, it's like, hey man, Pearl Jam put out an album today.
Yeah. All right, so if y'all get a chance, listen to it. He's already listened to it. I skimmed through it. It's fine. It's Eminem.
I'm gonna listen to it. I told you, I'm gonna listen to it, but it wasn't
listen to it, and then I never listened to it.
I wasn't like at midnight. I was waiting.
Right. All right, Empire Courier and Civil Process. Ah, yes. If you're an attorney or a realtor, or you need to get divorced, you need somebody who can deliver papers that need to be delivered to somebody that maybe you have a hard time delivering. Like a lot of lawyers need to deliver paper all over the place because they're doing divorces and shit, serving folks. You don't have time to serve. So they hire people like couriers, and that's what Terry and Richard do. Richard will also serve you papers, or for you, he'll go serve somebody who needs to get out of a house, to
the New Braunfels situation,
have divorce papers served. There was a New Braunfels situation.
Oh, no. Was it Bernie?
No, it was a banker from Bernie.
Got you.
Who needed to serve somebody that wouldn't get off his property. And he was a little bit afraid of him. And so Richard don't give a shit. Richard's always packing. So Richard went up to New
put Richard like that? Why you got to put Richard?
That's part.
Hey,
Richard's a badass.
Yeah, he is.
He ain't a bounty hunter.
He's a nice guy, but he's a badass.
He's a really nice guy, but on the job, yeah. Richard served my wife her first divorce papers. My first wife.
Your first wife?
I didn't even know who Richard was. Richard told me not long ago, by the way, years and years ago, we served your ex-wife.
Your first wife?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Mike.
Small town. So I'm a client of Richard, turns out. I didn't know. My lawyer used Richard.
Gotcha.
I didn't. Crazy, right? And look at all these years later, now we're running with it. My man Richard, if you need something couriered, notarized, served, these are the people to go through. 210-889-1643. Or you can email Richard directly. It is rrempire@mac.com. rrempire@mac.com. All right, so there's my entertainment news today. Listen to the Eminem record. We can get back to it to see what you think.
We will. I will.
I went to the movies last night, and I'll do a review tomorrow. Or maybe we'll talk about it in the members only.
Yeah, let's do members
coming up. What else today? LeBron's been selected to carry the flag out for the U.S. Olympic team.
Good for LeBron.
USA Olympic Talk brought to you by Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store of our show. Yeah, and that's voted on by the Olympic teams.
Right.
All the athletes vote on that. They write it down or whatever. So LeBron James will carry the flag out and represent the entire United States Olympic teams. The opening ceremonies will come down in Paris
26th.
next week, right?
No, this
weekend. That's cool.
Yeah, this week. Shout out to LeBron for that, man.
Shout out to LeBron. And
pop some of his El Lobos, which is available at Texas Cheer.
And it's a good thing that LeBron is an American, because
why?
They should have lost to South Sudan.
Shout out to Sudan.
That was a foul. And them referees ate the whistles.
You eat the whistle,
they hacked the shit out of that poor kid.
Shout out to the Sudan, man. That shit was great.
Are you kidding me? Come on, man. The U.S. I ain't talking about him. That's funny. The American basketball team got bailed out by the refs in a tune-up match in London against
Who cares?
South Sudan. I didn't know there was I thought it was just Sudan. I can't keep up with that.
Did you know UT great Royal Ivy is their coach?
I did. Luol Deng is their best player. Former Spurs draft pick, Luol. And they Luol Deng, and they drafted him back in the day. Oh, no. It's Luol Deng, Royal Ivy, and a bunch of pressure virgins.
Well, did you hear the guy after the game? He was like, look, we don't even have indoor basketball courts to practice on.
They weren't a country.
They practice outside. They've only been a country 13 years.
Yeah, and probably won't even be one in 13 more years.
Right.
South Sudan ain't going to last. Somebody's going to coup their ass. They're going to get chopped up with swords in 2 or 3 months. They may not have a country by next week.
Yeah, man.
And the Americans damn near lost to these people? Come on,
It took
man.
LeBron putting on his cape. Shout out to LeBron. LeBron's my favorite player right now. I'm all about the USA.
Nice coaching, Steve Kerr. So you and I, it's funny because you are all in on your patriotism with basketball.
No. Well,
I'm
Olympics,
not.
Olympics, period.
Okay. See, not me. Like, I'm all in as an American when it comes to track and field, boxing, swimming, gymnastics, the traditional
You can't
Olympic
pick and
sports.
choose when you represent the Stars and Stripes, sir.
But I do. I can't help
You're
it.
a Texan.
I can't help. I ain't gonna, if Texas ain't in the Olympics, that'd be different. That'd be fucking different. And I guarantee you, if it was just Texas that was fielding the Olympic team, we'd hold our own.
Get our ass kicked.
There are 89 Texans.
Texas sucks at everything but football.
Bullshit. We have more Olympics. We have more Olympians than any state in the country.
Oh, I didn't know
Not
that.
even close. And when you throw in people that have gone to Texas schools, there's a shit ton of Aggies, shit ton
Like
of Longhorns.
running track and field, everything.
Yeah, and
I think the great Simone Biles, she from Houston, ain't she?
Simone, she's from Houston. Yeah.
she's from Houston.
Sha'Carri Richardson's out of Dallas. But we also bring in athletes from all over the world. Our universities do.
Mm-hmm.
Half the track team at A&M are Africans. And these kids are representing their countries. So we add it all up. Shit, there's like 500 athletes with Texas ties that'll be in Paris, which is very cool. Now, my thing with basketball is because they're so rich and famous, and because I'm a Spurs fan, I don't have the same patriotism.
It
for
ain't,
basketball.
It ain't patriotism.
Had they lost, like
I don't
here's
think
the thing.
I don't consider myself a patriotic person. It's just come the Olympics, I'm all things USA.
I'm trying to make. I know it doesn't make sense, but here's just
No,
my
it
head.
doesn't.
If the USA basketball team loses, I'm pissed. If they win, I
Who
don't
gives
care.
a shit? Yeah, because we're supposed to.
Right.
I got
And
you.
That's
I mean,
not,
that's
not
fair.
fun.
First of all, that makes a lot
There's
of
no
sense.
emotional
Yeah.
equity.
But the rest of the world is caught up. We
Yeah.
found that out in 04.
Right. Like, yeah. When Noah Lyles lines up to run the 100, I'm on the edge. I'm probably standing up in
Hell yeah.
I got my red, white, and blue.
I love Noah.
That's different.
He's a cocky SOB.
When Sha'Carri Richardson lines up to run
She's
the
a
200,
cocky SOB.
I'm standing up because I'm emotionally spent because I don't want her to lose to these evil fuckers from other countries.
From Jamaica.
Yeah.
That's the only problem we got.
I do
Yeah,
like some
anyway.
Jamaica. I do like them. All right. So thank you to Texas Cheer. What's the new special you just said they had?
Well, no, I was just saying since LeBron is bringing out the flag, his El Lobos tequila,
And see,
it is available at Texas Cheer Liquor.
oh,
What?
go USA. I wasn't even that hyped for
We
pop.
got the Don Julio 1942 50
Okay.
milliliter shooters.
Oh, I love those.
We got the shooters.
I love them.
We got the Barrel Pick Knob Creek, aged 10 years. It's going to go fast. It's already going fast.
Yeah.
You need to get out there and get that.
They still buying that Chris Stapleton Travelers?
Your Travelers
popular.
always does
Yeah.
well. We got some Trace over there at number one. Come see
Buffalo
me at number
Trace.
one, man.
Way out on Petranco. But if you can't get that far, there are 6 others to choose from,
Amen.
including one up in Burlington. It's Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store of our show.
Thank you, AD.
Jesus, cue the Sarah McLachlan
motherfucker.
UNICEF commercial for only a cup of coffee you can feed a starving family. Well, is that what you talking about commercials and stuff during the Olympics?
I don't even watch your commercials.
Agapito says Texas Tech's the school of note for track and field in Texas. That's because they got that flat land out there. It's good for running. Out in Lubbock. Got to make sure the tumbleweeds get out of the way. Got to kick the drunks out of the way so you can run.
I remember when we dropped off my cousins at Texas Tech, my 2 female cousins, and they were like, don't drink the water.
Mm-hmm. And I also would love to
This is
enjoy
like
the
nothing but
Olympics.
tumbleweeds out there.
I know. I want to enjoy the Olympics for the sport part. I don't want to come off like some Fox News reporter, but I don't want to. I don't want a political thing. Let's just go onto the track. Let's just
Everything's
unify.
political.
Can we unify the
Wow.
night he
Oh,
brings
so
the
that's
flag
right.
out?
So,
That's all.
So Sarah from Chase Call Center, she can spew her political views. But
No,
you
no,
athletes,
no.
y'all shut your asses
I'm
up.
fine with that. No,
Shut your asses up.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
But let's unify for the walk around the track. When LeBron, I'm talking about when the team comes out.
Right.
When the athletes come out, LeBron has the flag. How you expect the parties to unify if the citizens don't?
Fuck the parties.
For 30 minutes while you walk
The
around the
parties don't
track.
give a shit
let's
about
just be
us.
one America for 30 minutes.
Fuck them.
Okay. Well, I tried.
I'm kidding. I'm just trolling.
All right,
See
that's
all the
it.
members.
We got members only coming down here in 15 minutes or so y'all be advised of that. Love y'all hard. See you. Yeah.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.